plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
Piece of shit!
Favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine it probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or by Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of picking people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
You would not believe this. Not in a million years. You could guess what happened.
I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
No, we don't have time for this.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
And? Bagley can handle that.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, Zero Day wins. Which means we all die.
Fuck me. Fingers. I'll need some ice and a hacksaw.
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison, and SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, torture.
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
All right, easy enough.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Could you give me a hand here, Bagley?
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
I'm listening.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
That's the move, then.
I'm just not sure that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess, historically, there is a precedent. The East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol. But crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its 250,000-strong army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the bug off, Alice?
I think today's bug off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune.
The SIRS Home Office liaison works here, but I'm not seeing them on any unsecured surveillance. Ah, but their assistants here. Start by hacking them.
Grand.
her.
Shooter, let's look down that vehicle.
Spread out.
Now.
Find the suspect. Drone, initiate search.
I've got this.
You killed her? All right, new plan. Hack the CTOS up and I'll see if I can track down the liaison that way.
Thought they were right here.
Track him down. Drone, search protocol.
Done.
Send me reinforcements. Calling additional units.
Call. Possible hostile at your location. Move into the hostile's location.
Suspect is armed. Repeat, suspect is armed. Can't hide forever.
I'm putting an end to this. Over.
Control. I've lost the target.
Bad enough of this.
I'm terminating the
Why I
search.
got involved so
Fall
early
back.
was that you could stay
Over.
anonymous.
Yeah, the features.
Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Send me the location.
Done.
Who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore.
During the scan.
Institutions, businesses.
That's her.
You know, there's 7 types of love, and fuck, I'm shit at this.
Ooh, if that's how you treat a one-liner, I shudder to think of what you do with 2. Goodbye.
Christ, it wasn't that bad. Wound a bit tight, aren't you?
Oh, I'm in a great mood, actually. It's just that I'm wasting my scant leisure time fending off the advances of a haggard swamp creature.
Fuck you.
Not even in your wildest dreams, sweetie.
I'm still learning the nuances of human interaction, but my analysis indicates that you aren't her type.
Bang on, Bagley, thank you.
Do I feel like exploring? Hello. I believe that you and I matched on Invite. Is that correct?
If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed.
I wouldn't. That was a lie.
Ah, careful who you fib to. Someone almost died.
I'll keep that in mind for the future.
I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private?
Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding?
I wouldn't have enough time to list them all.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Of course I did. Fingerprints, retinas, and even a hair sample for a personal project.
Nicely done. What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Put her on.
Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America?
This is about the hair, isn't it? Look, I would have asked, but I didn't think you'd say yes.
Oh, do shut up.
I hope this isn't a bad time, but we need your particular skill set for something.
Ready.
Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
You trying to make me blush, mate?
He's disconnected.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Even government's experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now.
I've marked the meeting location on your map. Don't hurry.
Cheers, Bagley.
Coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off the grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable, kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behaviour. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to use them.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of how Bloom put out the Optic. They just made it free and flooded the streets with these devices. Suddenly, everyone had them.
If there's this great option of tech, people are just going to start using it, no matter the cost.
Parliament actually tried to put a stop to the cash points, but people were using them so much already. There was outrage. I mean, some parts of London were already using crypto as their primary currency by then.
And now, apparently, or at least in theory, crypto is illegal.
Yeah, in May this year, economists found that crypto was being traded more than the pound, and banks were not happy. They basically forced the government to ban cryptocurrency in a last-ditch effort to save the pound.
But it's not like that's worked. People are still using crypto, and it's been pushed further, deeper underground. Things used to work fine with crypto, and it was just a peer-to-peer sharing economy-style system. Now it's all on the dark web and wrapped up again in organised crime.
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Is that relevant, Bagley?
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
Fine. Don't. Just give me a name. I'm not asking.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIRS counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Well, I hope you said your goodbyes.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
We'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIRS fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
You're right. We need to be smart. Emma Child is a lead, not a target.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
Easy. Bagley, index those dossiers we stole and work out who her direct reports are. Then get up on their comms.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old-school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS counter-terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
Yeah, good. Let's do that.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organisations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
Alright. What's a few new scares anyway?
Bagley, don't scare him. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this.
Don't make this harder on yourself!
Shit! Bloody Muppet, is that the best you've got? That's the case file server there. Connect Bagley and we'll take care of it.
Grand. Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Bagley, don't fuck about, just say it.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
You're just making this worse!
It's done.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Well done. But you better get out of there. We'll ring you when we have something.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organisation than a nest of rowdy wasps.
Fuck, that was fast.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Fair point. So, what's the play?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
That's the move, then.
And welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much.
I don't mean to alarm you, but one of your cohorts has been violently kidnapped. Actually, maybe I do mean to alarm you. Fuck! My thoughts exactly. I've run a psychological profile and GPS trace on every Londoner you've ever made an enemy of, and I think I found the likely culprit. Track her down, and she might lead you to your missing friend.
I'm on it.
Directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature...
The kidnapper is nearby, carrying on with some unseemly new associates. You should be able to find our missing operative's location on her optic.
Suppose if you won't fuck off.
I'm coming for you. This fucker
That's the area. Yep, got it. My line of sight.
That's it. I'm looking for him.
Not finding anything. Gonna move on.
Taking cover. Shit. Ugh.
potentially armed and hostile. Received, we are in pursuit.
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again. So you could
Control,
go back
I can't
and
see the
enjoy
suspect.
all the great
Please
things about
advise.
Optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the Optic, privacy's dead.
Negative. No sign of
Last year,
suspect.
nearly half of
Over.
British parliamentarians were absent for more than 60% of votes. Even our Prime Minister recently set a record for most days spent outside the country in a calendar year. So who's running the show?
Just breached the checkpoint.
Join us on GBB tonight to find out.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her, and we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
GPS analysis complete. I've got a bead on our kidnapped operative.
Send me the location.
And I think that what Sky Larson has done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the Optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty.
The missing operative is here. They survived this long, so try not to get them killed in the home stretch.
Disassemble unlawful gatherings by any means necessary.
Please! Help!
Right, time to get him out.
Shit! Sending a bomb spider! Taking now. Investigating.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Investigating. Looks like you avoided them.
Listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Shit! Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Blue McGillies, or Albion.
Our friend is back in fighting shape and another enemy of DedSec has been thwarted. Nicely done.
Aunt Gladys had a waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. What they call a scalpel in an anaesthetic. Gladys. Anyway, if Sir's official said DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec's never been stronger. But do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in this self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
Right. I mean, is it all totally pointless? I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things, like watching sport, thinking about sport, thinking about watching sport, learning French and hoping for a better future. All completely pointless.
Reminder, this is the parking garage where Emma Child is meeting with her inner circle. Malik has asked that you confirm she really is in charge of Zero Day before we do anything. So try and hack the camera system to see if we can get a look at that meeting.
The suspect! Drone, initiate search protocol.
Where are you hiding?
Drone, check this area.
Don't see anyone. I'll go over there. Wait,
what was that noise?
Suspect.
They're gone. Let's head back and regroup.
Yeah, so long. Go fuck yourself.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got Webwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child. Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. If we shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bagley, Malik, now.
He's not answering.
Fuck it. I'm going anyway.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in. Plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in. Kilo Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels to be safe.
Well, that's annoying. Stay close and I'll see if I can get them back.
Situation where nobody...
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh. Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, Malik, was it?
Yes. That's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it.
The news isn't neutral, it's a battleground. Here's media researcher and academic Alfie.
The media has, of course, been perhaps the key way in which governments have controlled and influenced their populations. So, totalitarian countries have typically used huge mainstream media outlets to sell one kind of news, one kind of biased news to its population. Of course, the media has always played this kind of key role in methods of state control.
Well, she definitely noticed that. Get after her before she escapes.
Pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in...
And just how exactly is any of this under control, Emma?
Because one of them is currently hacking into my car's comm. That's where those anomalies are coming from.
You sound suspiciously calm about that.
This isn't my first day, Tom. I'm not in the car. It's a decoy. But it does have an active beacon that's calling Albion down right on top of them as we speak. I'll have one of them in custody within an hour.
That was me disconnecting this time. You had better run.
The mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and the truth of the information they were receiving.
I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Hang the fuck on, did you hear her? She's trying to kill you. She's leading 0 Day, don't be stupid.
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.
Whereas now, I think you're seeing a return to a more traditional and older, pre-digital sense, actually, people just trusting what they're told, and that's why we...
Fucking freak.
Fuck him. We know who's behind 0 Day now. We don't need him. We just have to find her.
As it happens, when I was getting intimate with the MI6 server, I came across a list of SIRS safe houses scattered throughout the city. There are quite a few, though.
No problem. We know where her people are. So, let's cross-reference their GPS data against that list of safe houses. Let's see where they congregate.
Brilliant. Prioritize them by likelihood, Bags. Let's get this bitch.
to us, and it's never possible really to completely shut down, despite all the technology.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
It's never quite possible to shut down people's desire to get to the truth and fight for their own ideologies and values, and you know, we're out here starting that task, so don't give up hope.
You've been listening to Buccaneer with me, Tash. We'll be back soon with more of what you'll never hear on the DVD. Keep listening, keep sharing, and keep resisting.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alison. Today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I could manage. That's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally, today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSAVE app, the government app that has brought the Great British British snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. And we're telling you, Freck, it's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSAVE. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud, just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Gas.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
It was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something? Or if you think you might at some point see something, say something? Or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look.
Put a stop to this.
Alice, I'm sure
Units fall back.
On your phone.
Over.
At first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stu Leasy, Can Canary, or Narc Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm rapping on currently is. Let's call her for the sake of argument. Alice.
Sorry, the poster?
Could you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take
You're near an Emma Child's hideout. Poke around to see if you can find a clue.
I'm on it.
And you can input your accusations with the app. Let's go old school. Let's call it.
Hands up!
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
Bugger me.
SARS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. The question's why.
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
What's your point?
Malik has a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now he'll have noticed his error and moved, but there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell... told everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen.
Worth a shot, innit?
Agreed. Let's do it.
But they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 Great British pounds in the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been on terms. I mean, I love this system, Alice. I mean, no more awkward, rumbling resentments with your neighbours, your colleagues, or what the heck, in for a penny, your family. You just dob them in and be done with it. But I guess it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling, and, you know, today's Britain, your kids are going to dob you in, so you might as well get in there first and preemptively counter-dob them in to the authority. What's that number again? Let's call them up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never tidies his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal, non-government sanctioned music and is covertly plotting the downfall of the government, the restoration of a true democracy. Thank you.
Yeah, just to define all your household chores as patriotic. And if they fail to do them, dob them in.
Problem solved.
If you don't do the washing up, do you even want a clean British ethnostep?
This is the bug on the Buccaneer.
The bug.
Well, Malik's safe house is somewhere around here, but it will be well hidden. Maybe have a look for a slightly off-colour brick or an inconspicuous lever. That lever does look a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Bagley, some assistance, please.
Right. It seems Malik's made some upgrades to security. And since he's both a security expert and a paranoid lunatic, I don't know if you can handle this one. Well, I can. Haha. Did you like that? With the drone? Pretty good, right?
You clever bastard.
Thank you. Look, if we know anything about Malik, it's that he thinks he's much cleverer than he is. Which means as soon as I start, some drones or something are going to come after me. So just watch my back, all right?
Fine. Leave it to me.
Ha! Drone bays. I knew it. Oh, come on, Malik. Make it hard, at least. All that big talk and security drones is all you've got, you hack. Oh, I'm Malik, and I think I can analyse SIRS dossiers faster than Bagley, but my idea of heavy security is automated proxy jumping. Please. All right, you ready?
Certainly.
Lovely jubbly. Really, Malik? Do you really think I'd be fooled by this thing? Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work out soon. Into the safe house if you don't keep those drones off me. Let's have another go. try to keep them off me this time. If I just flip this bit like that, inject this script over here, and voila! No, that did not work at all. Shit. I can't hack into the safe house if you don't keep those drones off me. Let's have another go. Just thought I'd get obsessed with the brilliant little details and miss the larger structure, didn't you, Malik? That's actually pretty clever, but not cleverer than me. Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
Fuck yeah.
And thank you. I know this is getting scary, but you're all brave as fuck. I'm proud to call you my friends.
Incoming connection from an unknown encrypted source.
It has to be Malik. Let's have a chat.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
I'll make this simple. Emma Child kidnapped one of ours to get to you. So we both have an interest in getting them back.
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
Fine.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
Get to the point.
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have him.
Consider it done.
The longer your operative is in captivity, the longer Emma has to work on him. Find your friend before they talk, and capture Emma. Good luck.
To a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the Cass family's.
Steve, we're going to need that report after all.
Yeah, can you send that information to me now?
I know you're out, but they moved the conference to 3 p.m.
You want the business? We'll need a response today.
Anywhere. Anytime you need us, we're there. Wi-Fi on the fly.
This is London Calling.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emma Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
All right.
I have a call from... Strange. This isn't what...
Stop, you fucking idiots!
Who the hell is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIRS Counter-Terrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
It's fine, Bagley.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep our operative close to use as leverage. You should find him wherever you find Child.
How'd she get away from us? Suspect. Putting an end to the chase now.
Big shot out here!
The target now.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Per survival instincts?
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said the same thing about you?
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
So we should just trust you instead?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
I knew something was off with Malik. You reckon he's the one behind Zero Day?
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
Malik's connection with Zero Day is a moot point. He wants us dead, and we need our operative back.
Right then. What's the plan?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
We draw him out, then put him down. One shot. Nice and neat.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Don't you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Yeah, fail rate's too high on any poison we could get in short notice. Let's go with snipers.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
All right, I'm ready.
Do you have Emma, Child?
No, things got complicated. We need to meet.
What happened?
She knew we were coming, which means we'd probably have a leak. Let's meet in Piccadilly and talk more.
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
Bagley, weigh in.
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Set up a call with Child. Let's recover our operative.
Capital.
Yes. What?
We're set. Bagley will send you the details. Now return our operative.
You can have them when Richard is dead.
No. Return them to us or the deal is off.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist days. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis.
Remember that potential recruit I tagged for you? Yeah, they're dead now, so tag's been removed.
Power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments, and then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stuck.
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
Target is no longer with the village. Shoot at the target.
A lot of small organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well. So bending things just a little.
We'll compromise a little bit. We'll bend the rules a little bit.
And try to achieve what it is that we want to achieve as quickly up. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also,
negative. No suspect.
The gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is violent.
Control, we're heading back. Let's call it in.
And it has...
Are you all right?
I'll live. Go on. You got better things to do than fuss up.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get Sub on over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
System sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jail, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being able to travel at all. These systems are very real and very important to all the data that is now helping us.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep it encrypted.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
Seems a good opportunity for you to kill me as well, doesn't it?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
That should do.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this DedSec prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't like this. At all.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, some assistance, please.
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Fine. Leave it to me.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik. That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What's going on here?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
Has he figured us out?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
Not seeing any relevant video or photographs. Keep looking. Searching data exhaust. Nothing. Try someone else. GPS data indicates this person wasn't in the area during the relevant period. Try again.
What the fuck is going on?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
Shit.
They're over here!
Whoever's in the embassy!
She's dead! Just run!
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Control, we need medical assistance at my location. Over. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Hey, I just got a wanted alert and I'm sitting here reading a fucking book. What's going on? Same bloody problem here.
It seems Malik wasn't bluffing. Your faces are all over the news, and not in a cool way.
Well, that's vexing. Bagley, call everyone to safe house immediately.
There's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Changed.
And really, it's not.
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism Richard Malik issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building and
You get the idea. You're fucked.
He's systematically destroying us. We need to kill Malik.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
A few of us had a thought on that, actually. Bags, show him.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on Zero Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on Zero Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary. You're it. Ready to go?
Always.